Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T here as we're ready to knock out free picks right here from the NBA, college hoops, and we'll close out here with the NHL today as we get ready the eve before Thanksgiving. We'll be here tomorrow here at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, delivering live free picks here for you here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. So how we work here, we don't mess around at Tony'sPicks.com. We introduce the cappers, then we get right to the show. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Not too much, Tony. It's double Thanksgiving. It's always in Canada. We get it. We've had it a few weeks ago already now, and then we get the American Thanksgiving. So we do it again. It's just you got the 3 football games and lots of stuff going on. So up here in Canada, we do Thanksgiving as a family tradition. We do it all over again. Why not?
Why not?
We don't have. We do a chicken. I do a chicken corn on blue instead of a turkey because we just had turkey. So turkey again, that close. It's just like too much turkey. But anyways, happy pre-Thanksgiving Eve. Definitely feasting on college hoops. That's for sure. Can't complain. Another winning day. Let's continue to crush the college hoops. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. Let's say hello here to Jorge. Jorge, what's happening?
What's up, man? Nothing, just grinding through this extremely difficult month. There's just so many games flying at us left and right. College basketball is just insane. It's not anywhere near its old fundamental schedule, but just trying to pick some winners, staying strong in college football. But definitely always enjoy the hoops and ready to catch up on some of those plays.
Yeah, who thought the last place game would be Connecticut Dayton in the Maui Invitational, right? And of course, you get the 12 a.m. Eastern start time for those teams who are Dan Hurley. You're going to play the late game. They always stuck this team with the late game there, so his Thanksgiving has been ruined because he has to wait 3 other games. He'll play the last game in Hawaii. That's what they historically do there. But it's a pretty good one. We got a good midnight Eastern game in college hoops with UConn and Dayton. I never thought we'd see that at that hour, the way this tournament's scheduled, but that's how it is. Let's say hello, Bo. Bo, what's going on?
Hey, good morning, everybody. As always, man, ready to get to the Cavs. Let's have a good day today. Let's get it.
Let's get it indeed. And say hello to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
Oh, not much. Coming off a really good day, really good week in NBA. I hit 2-0 yesterday with the Rockets and the Bulls, so we're looking to keep that streak going.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's roll here, guys. We're ready to rock and roll with this NBA card. 14-game card here from the NBA, so we got work to do. So let's get it underway here. Knock these out 3 at a time. We'll start here with the Hawks and Cavs. The Cavs going to be laying 10, the total 239. Trailblazers and the Pacers. Pacers 10.5, total 233. Rockets and Sixers here. Rockets on the road 5, total 219. We start with Rod.
Go to the next person. Yeah, I was dealing with Mr. You know who down there in the comments. So give me a second to get back to the where I was. Hold on. All right, looking at these couple games. Yeah, I'm definitely not enamored with the NBA slate of action today. Laying points with Houston, definitely not where I want to be. You want to lay 5 with or get 5 with the 76ers here in this one? You know what, I will. Give me the 76ers plus the 5 there in that one. It's the second half of back-to-back for Houston. And they poured everything to clinch their spot in that NBA Cup. So I think in this spot, it could be easily a letdown spot. Give me the 76ers plus the points there in that one. The only one I really like. I think Tony's muted.
Sorry there. We'll move on over to Jorge.
I got to lean to the other side of that. Philadelphia is a disaster. You never know when George is going to play. You never know when Beat's going to play. And even when they play, they're an average team at best. The reality is Houston, outside of a skid early in the season, they've been a team to bet on against the spread 13-6. Philadelphia, 4-12. I just still think Philadelphia is overvalued. They're just not putting them where they belong, and that is as a lottery pick team until they get those 3 guys on the court playing together with some unity. I think there's slightly going to be an issue. And Cleveland just continues to roll. Ugly spread here, but they're covering those big spreads. Atlanta, even though Trae Young's doing everything he possibly can to get his teammates involved, they don't play defense. I mean, he has 16 assists last game. I think 3 out of his last 4 he has double-digit assists. but it's just not enough. They don't play any defense. Cleveland's just on fire right now, 14-4 against the spread. Atlanta 16-12. Got to lay the 10 there, Cleveland.
There with Jorge. Let's keep an eye on these injuries here. We got Lundy Zeller out for Atlanta. Trey Young is questionable for Cleveland. Bates, LeVert, Strus, and Wade out. Portland, Indiana, we got Thibault and Williams out. Klingon also out. Grant, doubtful. Murray, Henderson, Aiden, questionable. So, wow, that's impact players there for Portland. On the Pacers side, Nemhard, Nesmith, Shepard out. Furphy, questionable. In that Rockets game, just Adams out there. And B. George, Lowry out. Martin, questionable there for Philly. We move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take Houston too. They're young. I think they can, do pretty well on the back-to-back. This can't trust this 76ers team, man. Looking like Embiid's not gonna play. George is out. This team is only averaging about 99 points a game. We just saw him put up 99 against the Clippers. Houston defense is pretty good. It's probably as good as the Clippers defense is. I'm going to take the Houston Rockets, man, lay the 5 points. I think they win this game easily. I like Cleveland as well. Cleveland, like you said, 14-4. Atlanta just got beat by 10 points against the last time they played. This team is 4-5. In the loss column, 4 of those games about double digits. Give me Cleveland win this game by at least 20 points. Think a big blowout in this one. And like Portland as well, last 2 times they played Indiana 2-0. They're 10-7 against the spread, while Indiana is 7-10. We just saw them not cover that spread against the Pelicans. I like Portland with the 10.5 points.
There from Bo. All right, we move on over to Chris.
Yeah, in that Cleveland Atlanta game, I'm taking the over in that. I think we see a lot of points there. And then also taking Cleveland. They should have no problem covering that one at all. As far as Houston, I know they're on the back end of a back-to-back, but I think they're 6-3 after that win on the road last night. So I'd take Houston there. And then let's see, the Portland one, I would go definitely with Portland laying the points there.
Yeah, from Chris, I'll tell you what I think here about these games. Yeah, I think this at some point the schedule maker drops an L on you, whether it's ATS or win-loss, and I'm going to take this nothing but a spot play on Philadelphia here. I know they're gross. I know they suck, but Houston, the issue with Houston for me is they just can't shoot the basketball on the road. 43% overall, 31% from 3. So how do they win their games? With defense and rebounding. I think it's a tough spot with that long flight here from Minnesota to Philly, back-to-back. Sixers sitting with rest advantage. I'll take Philadelphia here at the plus the points in this spot. With the Portland and Trailblazers game, I'm going to go under in this one. I know it's always a risk here, but boy, the Trailblazers just a horrible shooting team. They've gone under in 7 of 9 on the road this season because they just can't shoot the basketball. And they defend a little bit as well, this Trailblazers team. So I'll look at that under in that game. We've got in that Cavalier game here with Atlanta. I'm going to go over in this one. It's Atlanta. It's Atlanta Hawks here. This team just does not play defense. And Cleveland, a pretty good offensive team here at home, averaging 123 points per 100 possessions. And you're going to see a fast pace here from this Hawks teams. Boy, their defense over the past 5 games terrible, allowing 41% from 3, 49% overall. We'll go ahead and take the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we continue here with the next series of games. We've got Bulls and Magic here. Magic laying 10.5, total 223.5. Clippers and Wizards. Clippers 10 on the road, now 11 popping up, total 222.5. Heat and Hornets. Heat here down from what they were actually 3.5 now, and 4 in some spots. Total 217.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, 10.5 with the 11 with the Clippers.
Yes, now coming up.
Yeah, just went up to 11. Yeah, well, Washington's that bad, so lay it with the Clippers. I think they win by 15 or probably even more than that in that one. They are the better team. Washington just looks awful. Can't even cover themselves with a blanket at night, so not good there. The only one I like in that time slot, really. Give me the Clippers. Big. I don't trust Atlanta. You look at 10, I think they get beat by 10. I'll take Cleveland there, lay the points. I think they whoop it up on Atlanta there in that one.
There from Rod. All right, we move on over to Jorge.
Let's see. Charlotte beat up, man. Really beat up. You want to talk about an injury report? It's not even day-to-day. All out. Man, Bridges, Jeffries, Williams, Other Williams out for the season. Richards out. That's just a team that nobody in the paint. You got 4 guys out. Miami's just trying to find their groove. Short number, slightly into the Heat in that game.
There from Jorge. Yeah, some of these injuries. Let's take a look here. What we've got here in that we're looking at this Bulls game, right? Bulls, no Ball, no Sonogo, no Williams. Boncaro out, Harris out for Orlando. In the Clipper game, we've got Leonard Tucker out. Norm Powell has been upgraded to questionable. Brown and Bamba as well questionable. On the Washington side, still Bay, Poole, and Vukcevic out there. Heat, we got Smith out, Love questionable, and of course Bridges, Jeffries, Mann, Richards, and Williams out for Charlotte. We move on over to Bo.
Yeah, I like that. On the 223.5 between the Magic and the Bulls, they already played once. 201 points scored in that game. This Magic team we know have a good defense. Bulls playing on the back-to-back. They have not allowed the Bulls to score 110 points in the last 10 games they played the Bulls. So I like the under 223. The under is also 3-7 in the last 10 games between these two. I'm going to take the Clippers, man. I like minus 11. Washington just played last night, got beat by 10 against the Bulls. They're also 6-0 against Washington last 6 meetings straight up in ATS. And in the other game, I like Miami. They beat Charlotte the last 3 times straight up in ATS. They played them early this year, 114-106. Give me Heat minus the 3.5.
All right, from Bo. All right, we move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Orlando in that Orlando-Chicago game there. I mean, you look at them as home favorites, and they're 29-8 to the spread. I know they don't have Boncaro, but they've still been able to get it done this season. And Chicago's on the back end of that one, so we'll go Orlando there. We'll take the Heat, and then as far as the Clippers, Washington, I'm not betting it, but I would go with the Clippers because Washington's terrible.
There from Chris. Tell you what I think here about these games here tonight. Here we're looking at Bulls, Magic, Clippers, and Heat. All right, let's see what we got here from these series of games. Bulls in Orlando. Boy, Orlando, they've been money as a home favorite of 6.5 to 12 points, 14-1 to the spread. It's hard to buck that one there. So I'll look at Orlando in that spot. Magic just defends the ball very well. It is a back-to-back here for Chicago in this spot. Heat and the Hornets. Boy, I just can't trust this Heat in a back-to-back at their age. It's just they're going to need walkers, I think, in this game. So I'm going to go against this young Hornets team. I'll take the Hornets in this spot. We've seen Charlotte 8-6 of the spread at home as a dog of 6 points or fewer, and Charlotte does defend the 3-point line very well at home. Heat on the road shooting just 45% overall. So I'll look for Charlotte in that spot. And, man, it's just tough for me to lay 11 with the Clippers on the road. They've not been a very good team, favored by double digits on the spread, although it's a small sample size over the past couple of seasons, just 1-3 of the spread when they're laying 10 or more. It is their third game in 4 days because they had that back-to-back against Boston. They have a day off. So technically this is a third game in 4 days. They're just 2-9 of the spread in this spot. So I'll look at the Wizards here, plus the 11 now in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the Tony S'more Show. As I think, Bo, we don't have you on the camera for your face on camera here. I think you're going through some issues there with your camera. Hope you get the camera up. So let's continue on as we will get to the next series of games. We will have Knicks and Mavericks here. Knicks on the road 4. There's a 3.5 popping up as well. Total on this one 234.5. Raptors and Pelicans. Pelicans 3. Total 223. Pistons and Grizzlies. Grizzlies 9. Total 225. We start here with Rod.
For me, I'll take Dallas plus the 4 points in that one. I know they haven't played the greatest hoops, but they're hooping. Their last game, and do you trust the Knicks on the road? They looked real good last time coming into Denver, but coming into Dallas, I think this is the back end of that road trip. So this is a tough spot. Dallas turning around. I like Dallas plus the 4 there in that one to keep it close. Sure, because everybody's going to see what the Knicks did last game and then whooped it up on Denver. And now you're coming to Dallas. Dallas is definitely a different beast. Land 4? Nope. Give me Dallas plus the 4 in that one. And then just give me the hustle. Do the hustle. I don't want to. You look at Detroit plus the 8.5. It looks like they're almost baiting you into trying to get you to take Detroit with the 8.5 points. A little high, right? But give me the Memphis hustle. They're the better team. They win by 10 plus there.
They're from Rod. All right, we'll move on over to Chris.
Yeah. Do we have any confirmation on Ja tonight? I kept seeing he was in or out.
I saw earlier that he was out, so let me double check
Okay.
that. I'm pretty sure that he's out here on my injury list here. Let's see here. Yeah, we got Edie, Jackson, Morant, Williams out here for Memphis. Cunningham doubtful, Klintman out for Detroit. Harris is questionable in that game. And in this spot, we're looking at Toronto, Brown, Grady, Dick, Olenek quickly out for Toronto. Alvarado, Jones, Williamson out for New Orleans. Murphy, Ingram, Hawkins questionable. Murray probable there. Murray looks like he's on his way back here for this for the Pelicans now after he's been missing quite a bit of games here. On the Knicks, Dallas, Achua Robinson out, Doncic and Exum out. Clay, Lively, Grimes questionable, so he got caught up there on the injuries there.
I got you. Yeah, I was still late with the Grizzlies anyway. I was just wondering, with that line being the way it is, if he was in or out. But I still late with the Grizzlies there. I'm not, nothing on the Pistons there. Memphis is 7-3 against the spread this season at home, so we're just gonna roll with them there. And then the Raptors, I'll take them against the Pelicans. I mean, they're 6-4 on the road and 7-2 against Western Conference opponents. So we'll take the Raptors there. And then the Mavs. Probably not betting that one, but I would take the points with the Mavs over the Knicks.
There we go. Do we get you on this block of games, Jorge?
Nope.
No, all right, what do you got in this spot?
I'll take Dallas at home plus the points. I mean, kind of identical teams against the spread overall. And the Knicks are coming in. It's always going to be a kind of a, Brunson left Dallas. Probably been a few years ago, but I still think they're going to give a pretty good effort in this spot. Just don't like laying the points after coming after Denver and then going down into Texas. Take Dallas plus the 4 in that spot.
There from Jorge, move on over to Bo.
Yeah, like you said, man, New York coming from Denver. Think they have some tired legs, coming off that trip. Dallas is under the total in the last 9 out of 12 games at home. Other side at 234.5. I like the under in that game. I'm going to lay it with Memphis, man. This team is number 2 on pace. They score the ball at a high clip at the house. Detroit coming off that 2-point win against Toronto. Just don't trust them on the road. Looking like Cade Cunningham might be out as well. So even if John Morant don't play, this team is still dealing at the crib, man. So I'm going to take them minus the points. And there's no way I can lay it with the Pelicans, man. This team has lost his last 10 out of 11 games. I don't think they won a game in the last 2 weeks. Toronto is playing tough. If there's a couple more different bounces, man, this team can be having a win on the road. I don't trust Pelicans, man. The last 4 out of 5 games, they have covered the spread against New Orleans Pelicans. So give me the Raptors plus that 3.5 for the 4.
That's from Bo. I'll tell you what I think about these games. I'll be looking here at Dallas as well, plus the 4 in this spot. New York on the road is not defended well, allowing 47% shooting, 40% from 3. So I'll look here at Dallas does defend on their home court. I'll look at Dallas plus the points there. Also in this Pelicans game, I'm there with you, Bo. I'll look at Toronto plus the points. This New Orleans team is just a horrible defensive team at home. Issues, obviously, offensively. But we look at the Raptors over the past 5 games. They're shooting 48%. They've been covering this spread because they're playing better defense. If you watch the Raptors games of late, they're defending better. You look over the past 5 games, allowing 45% shooting, 35% from 3. So based on the improvement defensively from this Raptors team, I'll look at Toronto plus the points. And with the Pistons here, I got to look at Memphis because, man, those 2 games without Cunningham in the lineup, the Pistons average just 101 points per game. And Memphis is really defending really well at home. We saw them in that game against Portland, right, where they pounded Portland. I think Portland didn't even break 100 in that game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 98 points they held to Portland. So I'll look here at Memphis laying the points. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we get ready here for the next series of games from the NBA. Next up will be, we've got the Kings and T-Wolves. T-Wolves 3.5 right now. Lakers and Spurs. Spurs 2.5, total 228. Nuggets and Jazz. We've got the Nuggets 9.5, total 231.5. We start with Rod.
Denver lane 9.5. What? What? Did that thing get some reinforcements to cover 9.5? I didn't see any reinforcements come for Denver. Not at all. You went from Denver to Utah, and you're in trouble. Give me Utah plus the 9.5 there. All of a sudden, they're 9.5 point favorites because the coach got mad. Well, you don't have the players, but the players can't get the job done. You don't have enough guys on the floor or on the court to get to score enough to get the win. You're not covering 9.5 on the road, that's for sure. That's the silliest line I've seen all season long in the NBA. 9.5 in Utah. Okay. Give me the Jazz plus the 9.5 there in that one.
There from Rob, move on over to Jorge. Got mute, Jorge.
Jazz been playing better as of late. They definitely had the injury bug early in the season. Denver now has the injury issues, and going to a game after they lost. I mean, it's just because they don't have the manpower. They may get the win, but not at 9.5 points.
There from Jorge. I'll update some of the injuries for you guys right now. Carter, DeRozan, Lyles out for Sacramento. Crowder is probable. Conley and Ingles here questionable for Minnesota. In the Laker game, we got Vanderbilt, Wood, Bronny out. Hayes probable. Maybe that's always subject to change in back-to-back with the Lakers. Just take note of that. So Con and Vassell out for San Antonio. Denver will play without Gordon. Remember, Gordon is out for a significant time. Conquer out. Watson probable. Clarkson, Filipowski out for Utah with Markkanen probable. So you're caught up there with the injuries. Move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna take the Lakers, man. They're pretty good off of a back-to-back loss. They won their last 9 games in this situation. Spurs coming off that Utah game, and we just discussed that it's tough to play coming from Utah in on the back-to-back. I know the Spurs been looking pretty good, but give me the Lake Show, man, to get the win minus that 2.5. And like I say, that Denver game, man, I'm kind of looking like I'm being contrarian with this, man. I think Denver bounced back. I know the spread is pretty big, but yeah, they beat the Utah Jazz the last 5 out of 6 games, and in those 5 games they won, they beat them by double digits. So give me Denver, man, with the best player on the court with Joker, man. I like Denver minus some points, and I'm gonna take Sacramento, man. This Minnesota team is just not clicking. They ain't gonna take a little bit more time for them, and the Kings play this team tough, so I'm gonna take them 3.5 point with the Kings.
Yeah, the coach threw the team under their bus after that last effort when they got pounded. They got pounded and they gave 145 points. And there we go. Move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to take the points with Utah. It's just a lot to take against Denver there. And then, yeah, with LA, I mean, on the back end of it, back-to-back, the second leg of it, they do pretty well there. So we'll take the Lakers. And then the Kings, Wolves, that's a hard one. Both are two of my favorite teams. But, I mean, the Kings seem to be doing pretty decent on the road. Last year, they were pretty good as road underdogs. So I'd lay it with them. The Wolves struggled last night. I know they went to overtime with the Rockets, but, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think the Kings are pretty good on the road here, so we're going to lay the points with the Kings on that one.
All right, there from Chris. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going to look at Sacramento here. Minnesota is just a terrible favorite at home. When they're favored at home between 6 points or fewer, just 5-15 to the spread. The Kings have been a pretty good road underdog, but the T-Wolves defense, man, you look at them over their past 5 games, giving a 49% shooting, 38% from 3. Not very good here for this Timberwolves team. This used to be a really good defensive team last year, not this year. Look at Sacramento plus the points. Yeah, I know the Lakers have been great in back-to-backs, but, man, this Laker team, the way they're playing defense, no way, no how. I'm going to take them in this spot. I'm going to take San Antonio here plus the spot. We look at the Lakers as a road favorite here. Just a 2-6, 2-7 the spread in road back-to-backs. When they play both games of a back-to-back on the road, 2-6 of the spread. The Spurs are a really good shooting team, very good defensive team at home. But the Lakers on the road, second to last in defensive efficiency. So that's a near a bottom team there for me. Lakers defense on the road near the second to the bottom in the NBA. So I'll be looking there. Again, we've seen the Jazz pick up that offense with Collins in the starting lineup. I'll look at the Jazz here plus the points. Denver has not been a very good road favorite when they're favorite between 6 and 14 points on the road. I'm sorry, they're 6 and 14 the spread when they're favored at 3.5 to 9.5 points. I'll look at Utah here plus the points. Their offense is definitely picking up, no doubt about that. And then we look at Denver over the past 5 games. It's the defense that's struggling right now. 48% they're giving up. All right, let's continue here on the 26 Morning Show as we'll close out the NBA 14-game card with these games here on the schedule. Next up will be we've got the Nets and Suns. We got the Suns laying 9 here, total 220. Thunder and the Warriors. We got the Thunder on the road, 2.5, total 229. There is a laundry list here for Brooklyn here tonight. We'll just recover that here for you. Bogdanovich, Clowney, Sharp, and Cam Thomas out for Brooklyn. Cameron Johnson, questionable. Finney Smith, questionable. Nick Claxton, questionable. A lot of rotational guys there on that list for the Nets. Jessica Gillespie right now out for the Phoenix Suns. OKC will be without Caruso, Dang, Holmgren, and Jalen Williams with a Y. For Warriors, just Kuminga and Curry. Curry hits questionable here. Let's see what the word is on Curry. He's dealing with some knee soreness. He could miss the game. So there we go. That's the word here on right now. It's still early here, but that's the word on Curry tonight. We move on over to Rod.
Yeah, and if he does miss that game, that line will skyrocket to at least 4 or 5 for sure. So, yeah. Not a game I'm rushing in the window. You definitely need to know whether he's in or out. Because if he's out, I like OKC. If he's in, I definitely like the Warriors in that one. So definitely got to wait to bet that one. That'll definitely be a late steam play there. Looking at this Brooklyn Nets taking on Phoenix Suns, I'm not laying 9 with the Phoenix Suns. No chance. Even with the laundry list of Brooklyn out, I think the Suns poured everything into that game last night. Divisional rival game. They wanted that win. Those guys came back just for that game, just to whoop it up in that NBA Cup game last night. I don't trust them to cover 9. I think the Suns win, but I'll take the Nets even with the MASH unit going. Next guy up. We've seen it all season long with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Give me the Nets plus the points there in that one.
Yeah, they had a match shooting against the Warriors, and man, they were hotter than they were hot.
Right?
Yeah, they're really hot in that game. And all kinds of threes. On over to Jorge.
I don't know. The top 3 are back for Phoenix and their center. Look like a completely different team. They're still at home. And Brooklyn comes in. That's where Durant came from. The fact that they're healthy and they haven't played for a while, I think the Suns will put a little bit bigger effort into this game than if it had been another team. Because injuries are going to add up on the road, guys. It's hard to be on the road playing some of these games and trying to, when your starters go down. And then you get to a spot like this where, I think they've only lost once when Durant's in the game. Not for the whole game. Definitely at least take Phoenix first half.
There from Jorge. Move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna see some points in that Suns game. I would just say how Brooklyn shot high from the 3. If they do cover the spread, they're gonna have to score some points with Durant back in that game. So I like that over 220. And the last 9 times that the Warriors and Thunder played, all 9 games went over the total. And if Curry's out, next man mentality, I think they'll still score some points at home. Both these teams have the top offenses in the West. So give me the over between Golden State and the Thunder.
There from Bo on over to Chris.
Yeah, definitely looking at the over with OKC and Golden State. I think it's just going to go up over for that. And then I'm not laying 9 with the Suns. I don't care how healthy they are. I'm going to take the Nets on that one. I think the Suns get the win, but I don't think they cover that 9.
There with Chris. I'll tell you what I think about that. I'll be with Brooklyn plus the 9. The Suns at home when favored between 6.5 to 12. There's 3-8 to the spread. Brooklyn, boy, I'm telling you, they're making their threes on the road. We saw that against Golden State, 39% from the 3-point line this year. They have the rest advantage in this spot. The Suns have played poor defense over their past 5 games now with Beal and Durant in there. I don't know how that's going to improve. And also, too, it's a back-to-back spot as well. So I'll look into taking the points there with Brooklyn. On that Warriors and Thunder game, I'm looking at the Warriors plus the points if Curry's out, because I'm going to get more points. So I'm going to take the points there. I'll wait for the official here on Curry. If he doesn't play, it'll probably whatever that line moves, I'll wait till game time and take the Warriors at the plus price. We saw that with Giannis yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You get the value when the star is out.
Especially that first game.
Yeah, that first game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And remember, for the Thunder, they're not a really good shooting team. So they're like the Rockets. They rely a lot on rebounding and defense. And man, that's a lot. That's a lot for an 82-game schedule to rely on. They got to start shooting the ball better, or else they're going to fade away there. So that's, if you look at their offensive numbers, they have not been that good. It's been just nothing but defense and rebounding. But again, can that hold up for the regular season and into the playoffs? We'll see. We'll see how that.
Yeah,
that's still question marks. They got to find some shooting touch there. All right, we got you through this NBA card here for tonight, and now it's time to turn our attention to college hoops. They delivered, man. We're seeing more and more schedules. I can't believe we got games in a hockey arena in Palm Springs. We got tournaments in
Right.
San Juan Capistrano. I mean, not only in Vegas, but they're spreading out all across the country. I mean,
All
NASA,
over.
yeah. Vegas has multiple, not just multiple tournaments. It's crazy out here the way this is working out here. But yep, I couldn't believe how many games were on at midnight Eastern yesterday. I was like, wow, I'm watching 3 or 4 games that late. Then they put another game after that Cal Baptist game. There was another game on. I went, wow, they're going to
Washington. The
Yeah.
Washington Cougars game showed up late after that one too, and watched it and sweated that under out. I had the under 58.5 and was like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
We can add HBO Max now to the television coverage in that Vegas MGM Grand Garden. If you want to know where that game is on, it's Oregon and San Diego State and Texas A&M and Creighton. HBO Max is where you can watch it, guys. So that's the first. I've never seen that before. Where we got all these streaming series. Flow Sports, I can never understand why you pay $29 a month for that, but I don't have it. But anyway, let's get to the college hoops as we do this time of the year. We just asked the cappers, give us what you got. We'll get into the time brackets as we get into December. So, Rod, college hoops, give us what you got.
Then we're going to kick off the day with Rhode Island, lay the 18. Detroit Mercy, hey, they've been scrappy at times this season, but when your leading scorer goes down and he's not in the game, we see what happened yesterday. It wasn't pretty for Detroit Mercy. It's going to be the same here today. He won't be in there again, and they're going to be in trouble. Lay it with Rhode Island there to start the day early. And then we're going to kick it off, and we're moving a little later into the afternoon time slot. Hey, Colorado with the big upset win yesterday. You know what? I think they can hang with Iowa State there in that one. That momentum continues over in Iowa State by 12. There's a little too many there. Give me Colorado plus the 12 to keep it close with Iowa State. I think Iowa State wins that game, but they can keep it close. And then, disrespected my Privateers there in New Orleans, taking on Baylor. Baylor with 37. Yeah, I'm not laying that many points with Baylor. The New Orleans Privateers, not a bad club, especially when they start hitting threes. If they start hitting threes, they're going to give Baylor fits all day long. Give me New Orleans plus the 37 points there in that one. And then we'll go one later. Look at this Auburn laying 8. Give me Memphis plus the 8. Disrespecting Memphis there in that one. I know this is their third straight game today, but hey, good. That's just too many points. I know Auburn is good defensively, but Penny Hardaway's club just finds a way. I don't know if they can get the win there in that one, but they can keep it closer than the 8. Take the 8 there in that one. And hey, Providence, not the same Providence team we've seen over the last few seasons, that's for sure. Give me Oklahoma. Lay the 2.5. They run over Providence in that one. Big time. Man, there's just so many games today. Again, peace week.
Yeah,
Let's get it.
You know the game that I seen yesterday that really SMU? Did they ever have a second half collapse? They looked awful in that second half.
They should have pounded. I mean, it was men against boys. I couldn't believe the size difference that SMU had on Cal Baptist, right?
Huge. And they let him right back into it.
Yeah.
Right back into that game and nearly cost him and blew it. And I was like, what are you guys doing in that second half?
They should have pounded Cal Baptist. That was that had me scratching my head. And I was surprised they allowed him in that close.
Let it right back in. They were up by 12 at the half. And I was like, oh, there we go. Cruising right along, up by 12. They should cruise in the second half. Yeah, no. They let them right back into that game. So give me Washington. Give me the Cougars there plus the 5.5. And I'm trusting SMU after what we've seen yesterday to cover 5.5. And the Cougars look good. Give me the Cougars there plus the 5.5 against SMU. Shmoo.
From Ryan, we move on over to Jorge.
Bryant loves to run and gun. I mean, if you get a total under 160 with those guys, they're going to put up 90. They don't play a whole lot of defense. You know, they maybe get back to the 3-point line on their own side. After one move, they let the guy go and they take off the fast break. So you're going to see a lot of points with those guys all year long. And Creighton struggling. I don't even know how they're a ranked team this year. They were really good last year and super efficient, but they aren't right now. You got a Texas A&M team. Wants to bounce back in this spot. Slight favorite here in Las Vegas. I like Texas A&M.
There from Jorge, we move on over to Bo.
Yeah, I like North Carolina today to bounce back out their loss against Auburn last night. Michigan State not looking good to me, man. They got beat by Memphis yesterday. North Carolina have the best player on the court to me with R.J. Davis, so I'm going to take them minus at 5. I like Indiana minus the 2 over Louisville. Louisville's Shoot a lot of threes, but Indiana will give them about 30% from the 3-point stripe. They shoot good from the inside, almost 50%. So give me Indiana minus that 2. In the final game, I like, guys. I think Gonzaga gonna smash West Virginia. This team is averaging 92 points, and on defense, only allowing 61. West Virginia only scoring 77 points a game. I think they're gonna get destroyed, guys. I have Gonzaga win this game by 20 or more. So give me Gonzaga minus the 14.
Here we go from Bo. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I'll go over some of my hometown teams here in Tennessee. Tennessee, UT Martin, definitely take Tennessee. I think they'll just destroy UT Martin. And then Bryant, Chattanooga, take the over there. I do think that's not mistaken. So I would take the over in the Chattanooga Bryant game. And then Memphis and Auburn, I would go with Memphis.
And then from Chris, the one I'll look at here, I'm going to go ahead and take Fresno State plus the 6 here against Cal Baptist. Again, this is a Cal Baptist team that can't shoot the 3, can't make the 3, struggles here on the glass. The SMU was playing with their food yesterday. They should have beaten them by 20 in that game, and they just kind of let them in that game. I just think I'll look at Fresno in this spot with the points. Team that defends the 3, they can force turnovers defensively. So I'll look at them in that spot here against the Cal Baptist Lancers. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Luke's Morning Show. We got you through college hoops. We're going to say goodbye to Jorge here. Say no skates for Jorge. See what we have going on over at Tony'sPicks.com. Feast week, very busy week of action here. All in the sports world. We can see Jorge, unit leader at Tony'sPicks.com. 1,736 units of profit. What do you have for sale, Jorge?
The only skates I've ever put on are rollerblading skates. Not even that old school, skates. So yeah, definitely. Just gonna bet on some of these basketball games. I got my NBA blowout game of the month up today. There's a big call or NBA card as well, and all these games are on neutral courts, man. Nobody's on their home court. Nobody's away. It's not conference games. Even if a team's a whole lot better than the other one, no rhyme or reason if these big favorites take it off or get a little relaxed, think they're going to cruise to a win. That other team's got nothing to lose. So it's that neutral court college basketball. There's no such thing as an ugly dog when they're playing on neutral courts.
That's right. No such thing. Get on board with Jorge over at Tony'sPicks.com. Great results. 1,736 units of profit. No better time now to get on the long-term pass with Jorge. Includes the late steam plays up there for you. We allow our cappers to post plays in late between 10 minutes and 2 hours before game time. Those plays are emailed to you, and the regular member plays in by 8 a.m. Eastern time. So get on board with Jorge. Remember the promo code TonyT at checkout will save you that 15% off. Multi-capper promotion as well offered on the site. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, Jorge. I know everybody. I know in my childhood, people got skates. You know why? Because when you see Raquel Welch and skates, everybody all the guys want to get skates back in those days.
Damn, you're out
Kansas City Bomber.
big time there, buddy.
Huh?
You're out dating yourself big time there.
And you, right? Kansas City Bomber, right? That was it. That's what that started the skating frenzy. Go back and look at the history books there. That's what caused the skating frenzy here in the U.S. All right, Jorge. Have a great afternoon. Catch up with you later.
Have a winning day, you guys. Good luck in hockey.
We got Jorge on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. All right, let's continue here on. We're ready for this hockey. They're going to give us 15 games. NBA gave us 14. NHL, we're going to go one up. We're going to give you 15 today here. So here we go. All right, we're going to do this in time slot to make it easy. We'll start with the 7:07 games here. Blues and Devils. We got the Devils here, 220, total 6. Rangers, Hurricanes. We got the Hurricanes, $1.56, total 6.5. Wild and Sabres here. The Sabres are dogs. Wild, $1.31, total 6.3 at 7:07. We start with Rod.
Yeah, I'm looking at Wild taking on Buffalo. Hey, the Buffalo team's got a 3-game winning streak going. Definitely lighting the lamp, scoring some goals. Minnesota's not playing as good as to what their hot start was. But both teams scoring plenty of goals to the tune of 3+ a game. So give me the over in Minnesota and Buffalo in that one. And then I'm looking at look what the Devils have done. They've covered the puck line in 7 straight versus the Central Division. Hey, the Blues got themselves a nice win. Went into MSG, got themselves a win. You know what? I don't want to lay minus 227 with the Devils at all. It's just I don't trust that team. They've had a nice little winning streak, and they're like Buffalo. Once they get that little winning streak going, you got to watch because it'll tail off. And when it tails off, it's not good. And I think it tails off here. The Blues with the new team, with the new coach, looking real good. I think they've bought into that system under Montgomery. We know what he did with Boston. So I think he's going to do the same thing with St. Louis. Too much value there to not take the Blues there at that almost double your money price. Give me the Blues to come into New Jersey and get themselves a win.
Yeah, from Rob, move on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I like the Rangers in this spot. They've won the last 7 out of 10 games against the Hurricanes. I know the Hurricanes have scored 10 goals in the last 2, but I think they're going to struggle to score against Igor. We know he's one of the best goalies out there, man. Also, in the last 5 meetings they played in Raleigh, the Rangers are 4-1. Getting that plus money, man, with New York. Give me the Rangers in this slate of games.
Yeah, from Bo. Let's continue on. Next up, we're going to go to the games at 7:37. All the games at 7:37. Here we go. Maple Leafs and Panthers. Panthers $1.38, total 6. Flames and Red Wings here. We got $1.06 on both sides, total 6. Capitals at Lightning. We've got here the Lightning $1.43, total 6.5. Bruins and Islanders here. Islanders $1.29, total 5.5. We got Canucks and Penguins. Will we see the Canuck dance? We'll see. Canucks $1.21, total sits here at 6.5. And then we close out the 7:37s at Canadians at Blue Jackets. We got Blue Jackets $1.70, total 6.5. It's the 7:37 games. We go on over to Rod.
Yeah, looking at the 7:37 games, we're looking at Toronto taking on the Panthers, and Toronto's playing the better hockey, even without their captain playing the better hockey. Florida's looking human because they're definitely haven't been playing so good. I don't want to lay any price with that Panthers team right now. Give me the Leafs, the plus price to come into Florida and get themselves a win. I'm also looking for the reverse puck line. Find it. The Leafs win by 2. I think they pop an empty netter or 2 in that one. Florida's the team that loves to pull that goalie early. And then Calgary, fade them on this road trip. Detroit loves to beat up Calgary. They won the last 2. And you want to give us, it's a coin flip price there at best, right? And you look, Calgary, their last 9 games, it's the home team that's got the win. They've been playing their better hockey at home. I know Calgary on the road, you see a lot of overtime, and they've struggled. So I like Detroit. Looks like this Red Wings team starting to turn their season around there in that one. And then looking at 7:30, you look at the Canucks heading into to Pittsburgh there in that one. Carrots the back-to-back. I know Silvos is going to get the start for the Canucks, and he hasn't had the greatest start to his season. But we've seen him in the playoffs last year, and he had some good, solid starts against this Penguins team that's awful. They give up 4+ goals a game. I would take an over 6.5 there in that one, a nice plus price. I think we see plenty of goals, especially people seeing that it was 2-0 yesterday in Boston. That was a defensive style game. This is going to be a wide open. Goals come early and often. Take the over 6.5 there in that one.
All right, there from Rod on over to Bo.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna look at that Boston Otters game. We took the under the other day between the Otters and Detroit. Final score in that game was 2-1. Boston yesterday, we told you guys the team was struggling to score. They didn't put up any goals. Over and under sit at 5.5. I think we'll see a similar like a 2-1 type of score in this game. So I like the under 5.5 between Boston and New York Islanders.
All right, we got you covered here on the 7:37. So let's continue here on the NHL rundown here. We're going to look at the games at 8 Eastern, 8:07, 8:37. So 8:07, 8:37. Flyers at Predators. We got the Predators here, $1.70, total 6. Stars and Blackhawks. Stars, big favorites, $2.40, total 6. Over to Rod.
Yeah, and you look at Philadelphia taking on Nashville. There's 2 teams that just can't score goals. When you're not scoring goals, you're not winning hockey games. Nashville 14-8 to the under this season. Philly is definitely playing some solid defense. Should be Fedotov getting the start there in that one. And the big thing that I've seen in this game is we see goals plenty for both these teams in their last game. And you know what happens when we see a whole pile of goals? Philadelphia game last time, I think they scored 9. I think the Nashville game before that was, 7 goals? Yeah, we're going to revert to the under. 6, too many. Should be 5.5 there in that one. Huge value. Take the under Flyers and Nashville. And Dallas beating up on Chicago. Yes, beat up on Chicago. Give me Dallas on the puck line in that one. I also like an under. I think it's a low scoring one between those 2 first to 3 wins. 3-1, 3-2 type of game. But I don't know. 3-1. Dallas wins that game. Take the exact score. 3-1.
Yeah, from Rod over to Bo.
Yeah, I'm gonna rock with Rob what he said with Dallas Stars, man. I like him on the puck line as well in this slate. I'm gonna lay that puck and a half against uh that's why. So give me Dallas Stars, man, my home team, minus the puck line.
They're against the Blackhawks. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Six Morning Show. We're going to close out the NHL with the games at 10:07 and 10:37. That would be Jets and Kings. Jets road favorites, $1.20, total 5.5. Golden Knights and Avalanche. Golden Knights still on the road here. Avs, $1.60, total 6.5. Ducks at Kraken. Kraken, $1.98, total 5.5. Senators at Sharks, a super late night game. We got the Senators big favorites on the road, 205, total 6. We go over to Rod.
Yeah, look at these late action slate. You look Vegas taking on Colorado, big game there. And it looks like Vegas is a nice plus 140. They're trying to bait you into taking Vegas in that one. Remember, this is a revenge game for Colorado. They're back home off their road trip. That first game of the season, Vegas got to Colorado, so they're looking for a little bit of payback. This is the last game of a road trip for Vegas as well. Tough spot. I would lead to Colorado to get the job done there. They've also won 14 straight at home, but I like the over 6.5. You see a 6.5 juiced as well. I think we see plenty of goals like we did in the first meeting. I think we see 10. I think we see the same. Lots of goals. Take the over Vegas and Colorado. And what have the Jets done this season as the favorite? They've won hockey games. They've won 16 straight hockey games this season as the favorite in the NHL. Not getting off that trend. Jets win again there. I just they come into LA and get the win. Give me the Jets. And we just seen that Anaheim and Seattle. All the sharps were jumping the Ducks then, and the price was a plus 130, plus 135 with the Ducks, and now you're getting plus 170. You can jump on the Ducks if you'd like, but don't step on him down because he'll get you. The Seattle team has beat up the Ducks. They've won now 8 straight versus these Ducks, and now they're at home in this one. Yeah, give me Seattle there in that contest. And then the last one, the Sharks. The Sharks in Ottawa. Hey, Ottawa ended their losing streak. Well, guess what? Right back to the losing streak you go. Give me the Sharks. Ottawa, you look, they are 0-12 in their last 12 contests versus the Pacific Division on the road. So, congratulations. You got yourself a win. Now you're going to lose. Sharks are going to get you.
The Sharks, they pounded the Kings. This pounded
7. Yeah, they scored 7 last time.
Yeah,
like,
This is remember, you have to look at the Sharks differently. They're not that rock bottom, team. Like they're going to play. They're going to be bad, but they're not going to be hit the depths they did last year. You don't see that very often. Like we said, we don't see that back-to-back years from teams that hit the bottom depth of wins.
Well, yeah, you get the first. You get a nice top draft pick in Celebrini, and he can snipe. Man, is he a sniper? I can't wait to see the Sharks team's just going to get better and better as the years go by. So, yeah, watch out for the Sharks.
We saw it with Oakland, Oakland A's. We saw it here with the Sharks, and we'll see it with the White Sox next year, right? The laughingstock teams. Maybe still last place, but not that bad, where they just, can't break 40 wins. They very rarely see that in back.
You rarely see two teams, back-to-back seasons with fall off like that. So
yeah, not to say they're not going to be last place teams, but they're not going to that lower level at all of wins. All right, we got you through the hockey. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where the cappers give out a parlay, a player prop, team prop, or a game in the future. It's up to them. Well, I'll start off here with Rod.
And Bernie, we're going to go with we'll stick with the hockey. We're going to take the Toronto Maple Leafs on the money line, the Winnipeg Jets on the money line, the San Jose Sharks on the money line. Little 3-teamer on the ice for you today.
There from Rod. Move on over to Bo.
All right, man, with this being Thanksgiving Eve, let's go ahead and look at the Dallas Cowboys versus New York Giants for Thursday, man. It's like the bookies begging you to take the Giants with the +4, but we've seen them just give up on the season, man. They pay Drew Luck $5 million to not come in. When they said Danny, that's letting you know all you need to know, man. This team is giving up. Might be some firing going on in New York, man. Dallas coming out that win against Commanders. They've been getting beat down pretty tough at the house, man. I think they give our fans a nice Thanksgiving Give me the Dallas Cowboys minus the 4, man. I think they win this game with ease.
All right, well, on the Cowboys there against a team that tries against a team that is. that's what the narrative I think in that game is. I'm hearing people on over to Chris.
Yeah, we're gonna go with it's gonna be the NBA. It's gonna be a 3-dog night. That's dating myself with that reference, but yeah, we're gonna go with the Mavs, Raptors, and Utah all with the points. So all 3 underdogs there should get you about plus 550 on that one.
Yeah, from Chris. Yeah, I'll be looking at a couple dogs here with my parlay here. I'll be looking at the Mavs, Hornets plus the points. Go over Hawks and Cavaliers there with your 3-teamer from me. All right, we got you through the parlay peripheral. Let's see what the cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Busy week, guys, of football. NFL last week of the regular season from college football, NFL, NBA, NHL, college hoops, tournaments galore. There's even games, a lot of games tomorrow as well. So let's see what Rod has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. Rod's put together some monster numbers this year, as we'll put up the band here showing you his performance year to date. But on college hoops has been on fire right now. You see 1,429 units of profit. What do you got for sale, Rod?
Yeah, for me, I've got another 5-pack in college hoops today. Another winning day in college hoops. We just keep stacking the units. As I said, coming out hot. I love college hoops. That blue book has definitely been absolute money when you study it early and you get in on these teams. And now we're learning about these teams. Once March Madness hits, man, we're going to be all ready to go and rolling with these teams because we've already seen them in all these tournaments early. I love the college hoops, what they've done. I have no problem if they want to start earlier, Tony. Bring it in. Let's go.
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. I'm good. Let's start on Halloween. I'm quite with good with college hoops starting earlier. Absolutely love it. So definitely jump aboard that. Your best deal, as I said, is to grab that college basketball pass. You'll get everything going right to the end of March Madness. And you'll see it'll pay for itself in no time, the way we've been crashing college hoops. I'll have one NBA play as well. When I drop a dime play, we've hit 3 straight on it. And I found another one today that's absolutely money going for 4 straight. So you can scoop that up. And then I'll have my NHL sniper play. Found one spot there as well that we can absolutely crush on the ice. So definitely have a loaded card today. Best deal going is to jump aboard something long term. Take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional as well over at Tony'sPicks.com. Jump aboard. Let's continue to crush the books. Slam dunk your bookie. And let's continue to put the units into our pocket.
There you go from Rod. Get on board with Rod. Some great results here. Long-term pass, best way to go. Get on board with Rod over at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's see what Bo has for sale over at Tony's Picks. Bo has been hot as well over the last 30 days. What's for sale, Bo, at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, man. Today I have a 5-pack, guys. I've been doing those 5-packs pretty well. I'm gonna have 3 plays in the NBA, 1 best bet in college basketball, and I got a hockey player in there as well. Go. So scoop that up. My $19 best bet is gonna be in the NBA. It's gonna be in that game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Atlanta Hawks. So I also have a 7-day pass, guys. I'm discounted real heavy for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna put it at $69. That's gonna give you all my play for less than $10 a day, guys. So if you want to rock with me over the 7-day all access pass, we know we got a lot of sports coming on, man. NFL, we got a game on Friday. Big slate of college basketball game on Saturday, guys. NFL, I'm gonna be locked and loaded. So go ahead and get that 7-day all access pass and get them late scene plays included in that, man. So make sure you go and subscribe, man, and say that's 15%. Use that code Tony T. Let's make this money day.
That's right, guys. You put promo code Tony T and checkout saves you at 50% off. Link in the description. Tony'sPicks.com. You see Bo on the leaderboards having a great year at Tony'sPicks.com. Cracking it here over the last 7 days. Let's see what Chris has for sale over at Tony'sPicks.com. He's been red hot in the NBA. Chris, what's for sale?
I've got a best bet in the NBA, and then also have a premium pick in the NBA. So I've got 2 picks. I know it's a big card, but they're really the 2 I found value with today. And then going forward, of course, we don't have an NBA tomorrow, but we do have NFL. So I'll have some picks in that on the site. And then just this weekend, a lot of different plays with a whole bunch of action. So definitely get on something long term, even 3 days. 3 days is going to get you a ton of picks in there that I'm going to have. I always have a college football best bet, and then I have a 3-pack. So yeah, just a ton of plays. Hop on something long term, especially NBA is hot right now. 5-0 in the last 4 days, so we're looking to keep that streak going.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. You see great results over the last 7 days. Get on board with his long-term passes right now. Click the link in the description, get signed up, and use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save you that 15% off. All the best bet on the board right now here from the NBA. Also, multi-pack from as well over at Tony's Picks. So get on board with me at Tony's Picks. Long-term pass, having a great year in the NFL this year. So no better time to get my long-term pass. Maybe get that 7-day pass, get you covered here for all the football Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday for me, as well as the college football, NBA, college hoops. Great time to get the long-term pass. Remember the promo code Tony T at checkout. We'll save you that 15% off. All right. Let's see what's going on over at the Tony Fix YouTube channel. Lots of content there, guys. Not just the live show. We also have on-demand content. Remember, we're with you live every day, 9:30 a.m. Each time. We'll ask Rod, what do you got over at the Tony Fix YouTube channel right now and your plans for the week?
And for me, right now, I've got all covered in all 15 hockey games over the Tony Fix YouTube. Definitely check those out if you missed the hockey game that you were looking to get covered here. And then going forward, we covered on all the hockey. Hockey takes a break tomorrow, but they come right back with a vengeance the rest of the week. 14 games, 13 games on Friday and Saturday, so definitely loaded hockey. We're going to shoot college football show and the NFL show later today, so be on the lookout for those as well going forward here at the Tony's Picks YouTube channel the rest of the week. So be on the lookout for those. Let's get it.
On Tony Fix YouTube channel. Bo, what you got over the Tony Fix YouTube channel now and your plans for the week?
Yeah, today I got that free play between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers loaded up. I also have the Bears and the Lions game as well. So you want to check those out. They already uploaded. I will be finishing out the NFL free pick videos probably today and tomorrow. So guys, so make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're getting that value, man, from the channel, we'll definitely appreciate, man, if you drop them comments, smash that like. It really helps out the YouTube. Get us ranked up, man, so more people can find the channel and we can get this cast together. So make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Absolutely.
Check out Bo over on our Tony Fix YouTube channel. Chris, what you got over in the Tony Fix YouTube channel and your plans for the week?
Today I've got 2 videos, kind of deep dive in a couple plays that we talked about today. So those are over there. Tomorrow, don't have any NBA to talk about, which is sad for me. But I may put out an NFL video tonight on one of the 3 games tomorrow. So I got that. And then, of course, NBA Cup is back Friday. So we'll do some more videos for that and more NBA this weekend.
That's right, guys. So check us out over on the Tony Fix YouTube channel. Of course, we're live here with the Tony Fix Morning Show, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you missed a live show, it archives very quickly over on our YouTube channel. Just click the live tab, watch the replay. If you missed a live show, you want to see it again, and get some help with some of the later plays. It's a lot of shelf life because we start early in the morning with this show and do a complete rundown for you. Give you lots of picks here, guys. So check us out on the Tony Fix YouTube channel on the live tab to watch replay of the show and all the great on-demand content on the Tony Fix YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and set those notifications. All right, that's going to do it for the show. You guys have a great Thanksgiving. We're back tomorrow live. We'll be here tomorrow live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time with our show. So make sure you tune into that. Before we go, you guys have anything in closing before we go?
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate everybody that tunes in. Give us
Yeah.
a thumbs up. Greatly appreciated. Have yourself
Greatly
a big
appreciate
day. Crush it.
Absolutely. Thanks everyone for contributing. All the cappers as well contributing on the show. Go away. Goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning day. We'll catch up with you tomorrow here on the Tony Fix Morning Show.
Peace.